Welcome back, everyone, or welcome if this is your first time. Thank you for joining us. Today I'm going to be unboxing some of the items that I got on sale. I got 3 different items. Makartt had a flash sale like 3 weeks ago, and I ordered some stuff and I was super excited to get it. As you can see, it came in a brown box, and these goodies, I'm very excited. I needed some new nail liner brushes, like actually like really good ones, because I was still using the liner brushes that I had from Shein. These brushes are fantastic. You will see how well they work later when I use them. I think that the pretty multicolored crystals inside of the handles are absolutely gorgeous. They're super shiny. Even the black ones have a beautiful glitteriness to them. They are a very comfortable size to hold, and the quality of the bristles is definitely great in my opinion. And I just want to talk about the dotting tools for a second. I really like those as well. The tips of them were very nicely shaped, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but sometimes you'll use dotting tools and the finish on them or just the shape is not great, and you can get really wonky dots sometimes, even if you are using the correct amount of gel polish. But those ones were great. And then I did pick up this 1 ounce jar of sugar white. This was also on sale, and this is the, I believe, all-in-one acrylic. I did swatch this today, but I did not use it in the set, and I will explain why later. And then I absolutely had to get this Marisposa, the Marisposa Mayhem kit. If you don't know what Marisposa means, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I'm trying to learn Spanish here. My husband is Puerto Rican, and I'm trying to learn Spanish along with my daughter at the same time, so I can kind of contribute to her, being able to speak the language of her family. So Marisposa, and it means butterfly in Spanish. In case you couldn't guess by the butterflies on the box, but it does mean butterfly in Spanish. And these colors are absolutely gorgeous, and they do come in this other box that comes out of that one. And then I love the foam packaging on the inside. And then I really like Makartt's polish bottles. I don't know, there's just something about the labeling, like it's very sleek. I do like that a lot. So here I am swatching the Makartt, what is it called? Sugar White Acrylic. I didn't have any issues swatching it. I did speed up a little bit just because I did not have any issues in that area, and there was nothing of note that I thought anybody needed to see. Just like any white acrylic that I've worked with so far, there are some brands that I have not worked with, but like any white acrylic that I've worked with so far, it is a sticky color. It does get stuck in your brush, and it will turn your monomer a milky color. But I mean, all in all, it's a pretty decent acrylic. It's not like one of the smoothest ones I've ever used, and I did have a little bit of a difficulty blending the beads, but this is also the first time that I've ever used this acrylic, so I probably just need to practice and get the ratio down, the liquid to powder ratio. But that is the swatch. And so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to swatch the gel polishes. This first one here is Passion, and this has a thicker consistency. The formula is definitely a thicker formula. It is a beautiful creamy peach color with some beautiful shimmers. These are all shimmering gel polishes. Some are more of like a jelly transparency, and then there are 2, this one included, that is this more opaque transparency. And I really liked the formula for this, and the shimmer is very beautiful. As you can see here, I'm really feeling the shimmer. It reminds me of like some cover acrylics when they include the shimmers in them. And here is the strength from the collection. This is a beautiful like reddish pink color. This one is a little bit more on the jelly transparency like color scale, if I'm saying that correctly. But the color shifting, like iridescent shimmers are really pretty. I like how they have like the bluish tint, the bluish green tint to them in the red. Definitely a very beautiful color combo. Like I said, all of these have these beautiful shimmers in them, and I think that this is a really great addition to my gel polish collection because I have a lot of older gel polishes that were given to me that I do my artwork with. They're like some older OPIs, so I definitely needed some newer gel polishes, and so far between these and the black and white that I also got from Makartt, I'm really liking the consistency in these. And this one is, I forgot what the name of this one is, but this one is a beautiful like purplish jelly color with those shimmers. And then this one is the blue. I love this shade of blue. I am a Virgo and my birthday is in September, so my birthstone is sapphire, and this is pretty much like a beautiful iridescent jelly sapphire blue, and I really like it. This was probably my favorite. This and the purple one were probably my favorite gel polishes out of this collection. This one is slightly more opaque even with only one coat, and you will see that when I put 2 coats on it, it is even more opaque. I think only really the red one was still kind of see-through. And then this is the green one out of the collection. I'm sorry that I'm mind slipping on the names at the moment. I made sure to go ahead and put them on the screen. I had planned on bringing the collection with me to my quiet room so that I could have the names on hand, but I forgot to do that, and it is absolute chaos downstairs with the kids right now, so I'm hibernating. But yeah, so this is the green one, and it is a really pretty green. It's like a bluish green, and again, it does have those iridescent shimmers in it. And then this is definitely one of my favorite as well. So I guess this one, the blue one and the jelly purple one, were my favorites because I love everything purple. And this is such a beautiful like pastel lilac color, and the shimmers definitely complemented this shade. And then here are all of the colors with 2 coats. As you can see, some of them are still pretty clear. Please do not mind my nails. That is not like crusty dirt or anything underneath them. I have Sazon stuck under my fingernails from cleaning, and sometimes no matter how much you scrub, that does not come off. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But so I did not do any acrylic today because I did not want to use the white Makartt acrylic. The 2 monomers that I had on hand, which were my Chiara Sky and my Young Nails, the white acrylic did end up yellowing with them. So I'm gonna try to order some Mia's Secret because I've never had a white acrylic yellow with Mia's Secret before, and I'm gonna try it out then. So that was my only real issue with the white acrylic from Makartt, was the fact that it did yellow with the 2 monomers I had. So I'm just gonna go in on the nails, and I'm just gonna go in with a thickish coat of base coat, just so that I can kind of get the nails all smoothed out and ready for the nail art. 2 of them did come out a little bit janky. I don't know what happened. I don't know, maybe I filed them. I think I filed them a little bit too much when I was trying to smooth them out, because I was really trying to smooth them out for this nail art. Probably next time I need to go in with a coat of clear acrylic at least, or something underneath, just to give myself like a really smooth foundation to work on. And so here I'm going in with that beautiful pink, peachy pastel pink, and I'm going to do that color on, I believe I did it on the pinky and the index finger, and I really love this color. Look how pretty that is. It's like a beautiful like shimmering nude pinky peachish, and it's definitely a really nice color. I love it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the index finger, and then I believe I went in with that thick purple color that you saw, the more opaque one, the lilac one, on the middle 2 fingers and the thumb. And I just wanted to add that when I did these colors, the base colors on the nails, I did do 2 coats of each on each nail. So each nail has 2 coats of the polishes on them. And here you can kind of see how the nail's a little janky. Because I did file it too much, it kind of like released from the sides of the nail and it wrapped around underneath. So you see like those little divots. Thankfully, you can't really tell once I get in and do the nail art. But right now, you can kind of see where I messed up on that. So I wanted to go for kind of a watercolor vibe. And I probably should have looked up like how to do that. But this is just the way I went about it. So I did just I took 2 of the like jelly colors on each of the purple nails. On this hand, what did I do? I did the blue and the red one. And I just kind of like did like little splotches, as you can see here. I wasn't really trying to get like a smooth cover coating or anything like that because I did kind of want it to look like watercolor. And then I took one of the Makartt brushes that I also got today, and I just kind of went back and forth and I swiped the colors into each other, and then I went back and forth like horizontally as well. And that's just how I like to blend colors. It makes a lot more sense to me because I used to paint a little bit back in high school. So that's how I learned to blend. I don't know how anybody else does it, but that's how I did it. And then I did just do a quick flash cure, and then I went back over it with another coat just to bring out the truer color of the polishes. And as you can see here, for the second coat, I did do exactly the same thing. I just put 2 more splotches. Let me know what you think of this technique down below. Do you have any experience with like watercolor nail art? Do you have any tips or tricks for me? You know, let me know what you think of this. I think that it came out pretty good. Once we get to like the actual nail art, it did get a little bit hairy. I have never tried this before, the design that I did, so it was kind of touch and go, but I still think that it came out pretty well. So I'm just going to use some of the black gel polish noir from Makartt, and I'm going to trace around the watercolor-ish area that I made with the colored polishes, and I'm going to draw out my butterfly wings. I have never drawn a butterfly, I think, ever in my life. I don't know. I don't remember. And doing it with gel polish was definitely not easy. And there were a lot of mistakes, which I did not include a lot of them in this video because it was already a really long video. But I did have to redo it quite a few times. And, you know, that's part of learning. You know, you do things and then you redo them and you figure out what works best for you and what techniques work for you, which are the most effective for you. And you make those part of your routine when doing certain, you know, activities or nail art or whatever it is that you might be doing, you know. So I apologize for the motorcycles outside. It is really hot in here. We don't have the ACs in yet. And in my city, motorcycles are everywhere. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going in with this black gel polish noir from Makartt, and I'm just going to start doing the outline. As you can see, I got the wings, and here I'm starting to like fill in the space where the body of the butterfly would go. This design definitely did not come out perfectly, but I am very happy with how it did come out for my first attempt. And so you're just gonna see me go in and try to work out the shape of the butterfly. I'm going to come in, do the antennae, thicken up the lines in the butterfly wings, and then you'll see me go ahead and switch over to the other nail to do the other side of the butterfly. You know, let me know what you think, like I said before, down below, and I'll just let you guys go ahead and kind of watch me do my thing for a little bit. And as you can see here, this is me just going in and thickening up the lines, trying to figure out where I want to add that dimension in the wings, because I did plan on adding spots to it, and you know, giving it a little bit more texture and whatnot. Like I said, this is my first time trying to do butterfly nail art freehand, or I think ever. I really can't remember if I ever did when I was younger and I was drawing, but this is definitely my first time trying butterfly art freehand on a nail, for sure. But, you know, I kept trying, which is the most important thing. And, you know, if something doesn't work the way you want it to, you got to keep trying. You know, find out what works for you. Find out, you know, what looks the best. And, you know, just take it from there. And I certainly did. That's the most important part of learning something new. If you're getting discouraged, it's okay to walk away and take a break, but don't let that break be an excuse. You know, don't let that, oh, I'm not getting anywhere with this, be your excuse to give up and stop something that you're really passionate about. Because I'm a little bit older, and, you know, I've done that so many times before. And now that I'm old enough to realize, you know, the right way to do things when you're really passionate about something, and the fact that it is hard when you're passionate about something, because the triumphs when you're passionate about something are just as strong as the failures, and the failures even hit harder. If it's something that you don't really care about and you fail at it, whatever, you know, no big deal. But when you really enjoy something and you hit like a major failure or a major block, that can be so difficult, and that can be so discouraging, and it can be really hard to push yourself to move through that. But, you know, I promise you that if you give yourself the chance and you do push yourself through it, you know, and you do look at it from another angle, like I preached in a couple more of my videos that I put out so far, you know, you are your biggest cheerleader and you are your biggest critic. There's nobody that is going to be harder on you than yourself. You know, a lot of people, they have a lot to say and it's all mouth, but when it comes to you, you feel that, you know what I mean? You feel the critique. You don't just say it, you feel it. So, you know, give yourself a break sometimes. You know, pat yourself on the back for your small achievements. This was a small achievement for me. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. You know, is there a lot of room for improvement? Yes, of course. You know, when learning anything new, there's always room for improvement. You know, even people that, you know, have, like, they've been doing this for years, you can always learn something new. So try to be a little easier on yourself, you know, give yourself a little bit more credit and celebrate your small victories. Celebrate your small victories like they're big victories, and they will keep coming. And now I'm going in with the opposite two colors, and these are going to be the greenish color and the purple. And sorry about that, my voice is mad low. And I'm pretty much going to be doing the same thing as I did on the other side. As it's pretty much the same idea. I did it a little bit differently, but it's the same thing. I'm just putting the two colors in splotches, and then I am fading them up into each other. And I'm going to be doing the same thing, and then just drawing the butterfly over it. And here I think is the part where I wasn't really happy with like the way the colors were blending. I felt like there was too much green as opposed to the purple, so I did just add another dab of the purple just to kind of even out the ratio of the green to the purple, just so it will be more even. And not for nothing, even though the butterflies did come out a little off, I think I did pretty well with the watercolor idea behind them, so I was very proud of that. And so I'm gonna go back in and we're gonna begin to draw our butterfly. We're going to just be using the black gel paint, and this time I kind of had a little bit of a better idea of what I was going for, but I didn't know exactly, and I was trying to figure out how to do it more smoothly. I think next time I try to do some new nail art that I've never done before, that I'm gonna watch a couple tutorials and practice first. But I wanted this video to be genuine, so I didn't want to come in and be like, oh, you know, this is my first time ever doing a butterfly, and then bam, you know what I mean? Like, I'd practiced for 2 days before and I was acing it. But I think from now on, what I am gonna do is I'm going to practice a little bit beforehand, just so that, you know, when I come in, I'm not completely struggling to do the nail art. Since I've started, which I think it's been about 8 or 9 months, I have not really done a lot of nail art. It's been a lot of like acrylic and acrylic marbling and acrylic color blocking, and just a lot of work with acrylic, and not so much work with nail art when it comes to gel polish. So I definitely need to work on that and practice more nail art with the gel polishes. And I also heard that using like acrylic paint when you do nail art can help as well if you're struggling with the gel polishes, which I do have some basic, like, you know, your basic colors. So, you know, I can do that as well. And, you know, hopefully that'll help a little bit. But for now, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna try to practice more before I do intricate nail art like this. Or, I mean, this might not be intricate to anybody else, but to me, this was a little intricate just because it's not something that I'm used to doing. And when I did used to do art, it was more like I drew. I didn't really paint too much. And I could only really draw when I followed tutorials. So maybe that's what I need to do next time I do something like this, since I am doing voiceovers and I'm not really talking live in the moment like when I'm doing the nail art. Maybe I should just watch some videos. I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you do art? Like, if you're an artist or a nail artist, how do you guys begin to start practicing different designs and stuff? Do you just jump right in and, like, you know, hope for the best? Or do you watch tutorials and practice first? Or what's your favorite method of practicing nail art, or art in general? You know, drop me some hints below. Drop me some tips. You know, anybody that I should be watching or following that, you know, does really good tutorials on nail art, you know, just so I can get my game up a little bit. I really struggled with these bigger lines inside of the butterfly wings, or like I struggled with this line work in general. I don't know if maybe I need to like practice with these brushes, if I need to look up like some tutorials on how to practice lines, but I had a very hard time with this, like keeping them neat. And then when I would try to go back and trace over them and thicken them up, they would get like clumpy and messy, and like, I'm not dissatisfied with how this butterfly came out, but I'm definitely not like exactly thrilled, just because the lines are a little bit messy. But, you know, that's, like I said, that's part of it. I think it did come out for the most part. I didn't expect it to be like, you know what I mean, perfect, because I've never done this before. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't think they look too bad. And I know how earlier I said that these dotting tools are like the perfect shape to get perfect dots. That one was completely my fault. That did not come out well. I had way too much paint on the bottom of the dotting tool, so that janky dot that I just did, that is in no way or shape the dotting tool's fault. That was all me. So after I got done with the lines on the inside of, you know, the butterfly wings, I did go in and decide that I wanted to add a little bit more detail and texture, just even though it's not like realistic lining for the darker outline. I did kind of want to go in and give it a little more, you know, texture and realism, just to take away from the fact that the lines were so janky. I do think some of them came out really good, and I think that it definitely made the wings look a little bit better. All, you know, janky lines aside. And then when I go in and I add the dots to the wings, it definitely, you know, brings it out and, you know, really pulls it all together. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit to just kind of watch this and enjoy as I do my lines and my dots. And then I will come in with my thoughts on that. So I realized, kind of going back and listening a little bit to what I had already recorded, that this voiceover has been a little bit less, I guess I should say I've been a little bit less personable for this voiceover. I do apologize for that. My allergies have been really, really bad today, and I know I said that in my past couple of videos, but I'm really getting hit hard this year, and I've had like the worst headache, but I really wanted to push through and finish editing this video because I've been sitting on it like for like 2 or 3 days, dreading doing it, and I didn't want to do that anymore. I just wanted to get it done and get it out to you guys so that you could see and so that I could move on to the next one, because I have a hard time focusing on another project if I don't finish the first one. ADHD, not fun. It's not really extreme to the point where some people are, but I do have a hard time focusing on doing multiple things at once. So it was better for me to just try to get this done and out of the way. That way I could get this video to you guys and, you know, get moving on to the next video, which I'm really excited about. I got a box in that I had really wanted to order for some time. So you guys are going to see that in my next video, I think. But so on this butterfly wing, on the one here on the left, I decided to do the lines a little bit differently. I think they came out really pretty, and I really like the effect that it gave the wings, especially since I was not happy with the way that the original outline had come out. So I hope that you guys really like it, and I hope that you guys are enjoying this video, even though my voiceover is a little drained today, I guess. So after I flash cured the lines on the other side of the butterfly, this is what I'm left with. I did go back in, as you can see here, and add some more blue to the watercolor marks on this side of the butterfly, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and I used that beautiful pink, the thicker pink color to go in and make the dots, because I didn't want to use the white because I felt like the white would cause too much of a contrast with the colors, and I felt like the pink gave it a softer, more subtle detail. And you can see once I add the dots to the wings, it definitely brings them to life. It definitely conveys more of what I was going for. Again, I did have to try this a couple times because I was having an issue with the spacing of the dots on the left hand side, but overall I think it came out pretty good. Like I said, the dots did bring the butterfly wings to life, and really, you know, if you didn't know it was a butterfly wing before, you do now. And I didn't want to take away from the design of the butterfly wings when I was doing the other fingers, so I just ended up going in and adding some stickers and stuff, but we'll go over that when we get to it. I did want to touch on one silly mistake that I made, so we're just gonna go ahead and finish putting the dots on the butterflies, and then we will flash cure again. So here, what I was trying to do when I was putting the stickers on is, I forget whose channel I saw it on, but I saw another nail tuber use some top coat to put her stickers into before curing, so that they didn't stick up at the edges, and so that there were no air bubbles underneath the stickers when she put the top layer of top coat on. And I couldn't figure out why the stickers were not sticking the way I wanted to, and why they were sliding around so much. And then I cured it. I like flash cured the nails in the big lamp, and they were still sticky and wet, and I couldn't figure out why. I used blooming gel. For this layer of gel, I used blooming gel by mistake, because my Mia Secret glass finish top coat and their blooming gel have almost the exact same bottle if you're not looking at the front of like the labels. So I ended up using blooming gel, which I guess it worked well enough anyway, because I was able to get the stickers on. Like, it didn't really cause a problem. It was just weird. Like, I could not figure out what was going on. Yep, it was that I was using blooming gel instead of top coat. So mystery solved. And I did just pick out some stickers because, like I said, I didn't want to just leave them plain, but I didn't want to take away from the design either. So I just used some of the butterflies that I still have from the SXC butterfly polygel kit, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put those on the thumb, the index finger, and the pinky, and we're gonna go ahead and cure all that, and then you're gonna see the final design. Thank you so much if you're still watching. Thank you for putting up with my space case voiceover today. I am just not with it, but I really wanted to get this video to you so that I can move on to the next one. I really hope that you like the design that I came up with the butterflies, and that you like the concept. Please let me know what you think down below. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see me try. I will absolutely do so. I'm really pushing. I'm hoping to get to 500 subscribers, hopefully within the next couple months. because I really want to be able to open up the social tab. And I guess if you get 500 subscribers, they open up that social tab where I can post like polls to you guys. And, you know, I can write you guys messages to see what you guys want me to do, let you guys know what's coming up. So if you enjoy my videos and you know anybody else that would really enjoy my videos as well, please share me with your friends, share me with your families, share me on Facebook. You know, I really want to try to get to this 500 subscribers so I can get the social tab open. Because I want to be able to interact with you guys and see what other people, you know, my viewers and my subscribers want me to do. And I want this to become like, you know, a community where we are able to chat amongst ourselves, and, you know, I can bring you content that you guys want to see. You know, because if with me, I do butterflies every day. I love butterflies. But I know that that's not what everybody wants to see. So, you know, drop me some comments, share me with your friends. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you know, want to see me do, or what I should try, or, you know, if there's anything like that. So I'm just going in with the stickers that I had picked out. Like I said, they are from the leftover SXC butterfly kit stickers that I still have. And I just picked out some flowers and some butterflies out of those, just because I didn't want to leave the nails plain, but I didn't really want to add any bling either. I don't know, my original plan, just once I actually got the butterflies drawn out and, you know, everything all put together, it just, my original plan didn't make sense to me anymore. I had wanted to do something with like the rhinestones in the wings, but I felt that the dots looked better, so that's just what I ended up going with. So I just figured that I'd throw some stickers on the rest of the nails, just to kind of add something to the other nails, but not really take away from the butterflies. They didn't really match, but I mean, that's what I ended up doing. I still think it looked really cute. It just, these stickers didn't quite go with the other colors. Maybe if I would have had some stickers that were more like the bright rainbow colors, like the ones that are in the wings, but you know, sometimes you work with what you got and you get what you get. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish putting these flowers on the nails, and then I'm going to cure everything and add an actual layer of top coat. I still can't believe I used blooming gel, like hello. But yeah, so I'm just gonna throw that actual layer of top coat on, and that is going to, you know, finish up this set for today. The butterflies, I think, came out really cute. I'm not mad at them. I definitely think that the dots brought them to life and that they were a great touch. And as usual, I'm proud of myself that I pushed through and actually got them done. And I know to some of you, the fact that I say that doesn't really make sense. Like, you're probably thinking it's just nails. But, you know, some of us have a little bit of a harder time pushing through and getting things done sometimes. Some days are very tough for some of us. And, you know, I try to celebrate, you know, all of my accomplishments, not just the ones that make like a gigantic impact on my life, but also the small daily accomplishments, just because that's what really keeps me going, is those day-to-day accomplishments and those day-to-day like goals that are met, or, you know, seeing myself really pull myself together and pull myself out of the rut that I sometimes get into and push through and go back and finish things that I started. And, you know, I hope that everybody takes something from this video today, and that I can help and motivate others to get up and finish projects that you started that you haven't finished yet for whatever reason. And I hope that you enjoyed this video today. I hope that you enjoyed the nail set, and I hope that I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. And if you know anyone else that would enjoy my content, please, you know, let them know that I exist. And yeah, so thank you for stopping by today. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day, and I cannot wait to see you guys until the next one. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.